Welcome to the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series Season 7 Daytona 500. The Great American Race will begin in a few short minutes, but first, we need to go over our Season 7 roster. This series has been gone for a long time. It's been almost a year, over a year, I think, since the Season 6 finale. And we have a total of 29 drivers have signed up for this season. We started our own Discord server, and the series has taken off. And I'm super excited for this new season. I've been missing this, and it is time. So let's go over our Season 7 roster. Driving the number 1, NASCAR F1 fan. Driving the number 2, Akimbo. Driving the number 3, Mopar. Driving the number 4, Chase Unbox. Driving the number 5, three-time NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series champion, Lucas K. Driving the number 8, Suga Sean. Driving the number 9, defending champion and defending Daytona 500 winner, Stop Motion Bros. Driving the number 10, Death Dealer Dober. Driving the number 11, me, Blue Angel 3. Driving the number 12, Trombone Players. Driving the number 14, Car Dirt. Driving the number 15, Talladega Skunk. Driving the number 16, Caterator. Driving the number 17, Austin Tum. Driving the number 18, Dark Pumps. Driving the number 19, Wizard. Driving the number 20, Outsider. Driving the number 22, Season 3 champion, Tyreek Speed. Driving the number 3, Diem. Driving the number 4, Season 1 champion, NASCAR Fan 5. Driving the number 27, Lord Wub Wub. Driving the number 43, Bell Racing. Driving the number 44, Andy. Driving the number 45, Cookie. Driving the number 47, Racer 88, One Ken. Driving the number 48, Bryce Benton. Driving the number 50, Rebel Alliance. Driving the number 55, Mick Taylor. And finally, rounding out the field, driving the number 77, T. Marini. It is time for the Daytona 500. I am so excited to get this started. Here we go. It's going to be NASCAR F1 fan on pole with his brand new team, Trackhouse Racing. Here we go. The start of the Season 7 Daytona 500. We are green. 20 laps on deck here tonight, or this evening. Man, I am so excited to have this back. I have missed this series. I am super happy to have this back. And I think this is going to be the best season ever. We have a new point system. We have pretty much new everything. And this is just shaping up to be the greatest season in NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series history. You know, we left off last season. It was a 14-race schedule. It was the longest schedule we've ever had. And Stop Motion Bros, he finally got that championship he's been looking for. He's been chasing that championship for all 6 seasons. He's been driving the number 9, and he finally got it. As I will take the lead and lead lap 1. You know, I am the only driver who has won multiple Daytona 500s, and I would love to get my 3rd 500 here today. Now, here is something that needs to be noted. This season, it is not winning you're in. The top 6 in point standings will make the playoff. So this season, it is based off of points, not wins. In the playoffs, if a playoff driver wins a playoff race, they will be locked into the championship. But other than that, wins do not get you in. And that is very important information. As coming to the line, I lead lap 2. As you can see, they're all forming up behind me. Man, it would be awesome if I could win the Daytona 500. 3-time Daytona 500 champion. That would mean a lot. But you have to remember with these races, lap traffic comes into play. But hopefully my number 11 will be able to get around the lap traffic, and I will come home with the win. Man, there is a lot to unpack since the last season. Another thing, we now have an official triple crown of the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series, the Daytona 500, Coca-Cola 600, and the Southern 500. And we do have a driver who has won all 3 of those and has completed the triple crown. That is Lucas K, who he's won the Daytona 500 in Season 4, I believe. Yeah, Season 4. He won the Coke 600 Season 1, the very first season, and won it again in Season 5. And he won the Southern 500 last season. So he has racked up a lot of crown jewel wins, and that's just... He's pretty much won everything there is to win in this sport. He's won multiple championships, 3-time champion, Daytona 500, multiple Coke 600s, Southern 500. But unfortunately, he did miss the playoffs last season. He was not able to get a win until the Southern 500, which was the first race of the playoffs. So he was not able to make it in. But he's hoping that this season's a little bit different. As lap 5, as I am starting to pull away a lot. That's F1 fan. We got Sugashan up there, Lucas K, Dark Pumps. A lot of rookies this season. Sugashan, he's a rookie in the number 8. Dark Pumps, one of my teammates. He is new to the series. He is in the 18 car. That car was previously driven last season by NASCAR Fan 05, who got a win at Talladega. And then it was also driven by NASCAR... Rowdy Extreme. Rowdy Extreme was the real dominator in that car. He showed up in Season 3 and drove it through Season 5. So he's made kind of his own legacy in that car. As here they come again. I will lead another lap. Lap 6 now. I am really hoping I will be able to win this race. I mean, my car is looking really good. See, everybody flies by. So the point system we will be using is going to be just a typical NASCAR point system. First place gets 40 points. Second place gets 35. Third, 34. And it just goes down by 1 from there. And once we reach 1, everybody gets 1 point from there. So that's just kind of how the championship's going to be decided. It's not... We still have playoffs. But the playoffs is not just determined by wins. I know that's something that we've done in the past in this series, and it's definitely been kind of unpopular, but that is no more. We are no longer doing win and you're in. Playoffs will be determined by the point standings. And once we reach the playoffs, regular season champion will be receiving 15 extra playoff points, and every race win a playoff driver has, that will be 5 extra points. So let's say you win every race of the regular season and get the regular season championship, you will have a lot of points. And honestly, I'd say you'd pretty much be locked into the championship round at that point. But obviously, that is very unlikely. But, anything can happen in these races. And, this Daytona 500, very prestigious race. Everybody wants to win the 500, including me, who is leading... Lots of laps here. Took the lead on lap 1 from F1 fan who started on pole. My teammate, Dark Pumps, is running that outside. That might prove to be the right move once we catch up to lap traffic. Man, it would be heartbreaking if I lose this race right at the end, but sometimes that's just what happens. The lap traffic is a big issue at this track, but you just got to hope you're able to maneuver it correctly. Looks like the 77 right there, that's T. Marini. He looks like he is the tail end of the field. So hopefully once I catch up to him, I will be able to just easily maneuver around him and run away with this victory. I have led every lap on a super speedway before. Talladega Season 4, I led every lap. Started from the pole that time, though. I did not start from the pole this time. But that number 11 is bad fast. And another Daytona 500 win would be huge. Now, I do want to mention something. We know we'll be able to complete this season. That's not a question. But NASCAR Heat Mobile was taken away from the App Store a couple months ago. So that means the game is no longer online. So that means the fuel cans, that's how you get into the races, as you saw at the beginning, those no longer replenish. So I have to use my coins, and eventually those coins are going to run out. Me and Lucas, we are both kind of co-owners of the league, which we're going to try and find out a way after this season to get Season 8 going. But right now we're just focused on Season 7 and really excited to be running this Daytona 500 right now. We're excited to even be back, If this is the last season because of that reason, just so be it. But we're going to do everything we can to make sure we can continue this league. But we have a really good season, 15 race schedule ahead of us. And like I said, I think this is going to be the best season ever. As we're coming to the halfway point, lap 11, as I have led every lap, and I continue to lead lap 11. Like I said, I led every lap so far in this race. 18, Dark Pump's my teammate running in second, so Joe Gibbs Racing 1-2 right now. Then we have the 19 of Wizard. He's back there. He should be crossing the line soon. I know he's there. He is. That was driven by Abandoned Americas last season, which Abandoned Americas, I was kind of surprised to hear that he was not going to be coming back to the 19. He had a really good rookie season. He won Dover. That was his first career win. And he did that in crazy fashion. That one kind of hurts for me. I had led all the laps up to that point, and with around 10 to go, he was able to get around me, along with the aid of Tyler Reddick. But, sometimes that just happens. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen today, but you never know. Just hoping I can hang on and win this Daytona 500. And you're probably noticing, for all the new viewers and all the rookie drivers who are watching this is not normal super speedway racing. You see there's a huge pack right there. But other than that, it's kind of spread out. There's not much we can do about that. I wish it was more competitive and more close quarters racing at these super speedways, but unfortunately that's just how the game was made, and there's not really much you can do about that. You just kind of have to live with it, and this is just the kind of racing we have to watch, which I think it's enjoyable. Once they get down to the end, it really gets interesting. With all the lap traffic, we might see that today. Man, I really want to win this race. 2-time Daytona 500. I'm the only driver who has won multiple 500s so far. And I want to keep that going. I don't want one of these other guys stealing this 500. I've always been really good at super speedways. I have 3 career wins on super speedways. The aforementioned 2 Daytona 500s plus that Talladega win I also talked about. So I have been historically probably the best driver on super speedways in this league, and I'm showing that once again. But you see, I'm catching up to that 77. We're going to have to see what happens here. Will I be able to get around him? That's the big question. Will I be able to get around the 77? Lap 14 out of 20 here in Daytona. For the Daytona 500, one of the crown jewel races, part of the Triple Crown of the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series. I have won Daytona 500 twice and the Coca-Cola 600, so I just need the Southern 500. So once we get to that race over in the playoffs, I am hoping to win that race. That would be huge for me. Complete the Triple Crown and be the second driver to complete the Triple Crown of the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series. And it looks like I have caught the 77. Yes, I have, because the lap time slowed up a little bit there. But maybe going to the inside of the 77. I hope that was the case, because I do not want to give that 18 a shot to get to me. He might be my teammate, but this is the Daytona 500. You got to be selfish in the Daytona 500. You got to go for everything. And I do not want to give my teammates a chance to win this race. I might help him in the future races to help him get some points, but this is the Daytona 500. All bets are off at Daytona. Next week we're heading to Atlanta, which it is the old Atlanta configuration in this game, so it is not the super speedway version. So hoping that'll be enjoyable. Maybe a better racing product. And we'll see if I was able to get around the 77. It doesn't look like it, because the lap time slowed a lot. That was a 49.25. I've been running 45s, and you can see the 18 of Dark Pumps is closing. 5 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Man, if I can just get around this 77, man, these lap cars are so, and the 18's running the outside too, so I think the 18 might get me here. It might be a by the end of this lap too. Man, that would be heartbreaking. I have dominated this race. But sometimes you have to think big picture, just trying to get more points. This is going to be disappointing, but we'll see what happens. The race is not over. We still got coming to 4 to go. Here we come. Who is going to have the lead? I still have the lead, but here comes the 18. Is he going to be able to pass around the outside, or is he going to get stuck behind? We'll have to see what happens here. 4 laps to go in the Daytona 500. I hope he gets stuck behind me, Dark Pumps. I do not want to lose this race. But we'll just see what happens. I guess if I do, I'll know what Stop Motion Bros felt like back in that Season 1 race when I barely beat him in a photo finish. So, what comes around goes around, I guess. But we'll see who's going to have the lead when we come around to 3 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Here we come. 3 to go as the 18, Dark Pumps, takes the lead here at Daytona, but they're side by side. He looked like he might have gotten stuck still, and he was not quite able to clear, but he did lead that lap. Dark Pumps takes the lead here at Daytona. With 3 laps to go, will I be able to mount some kind of charge to get back to the 18? We've seen that in the past. I passed Stop Motion Bros late in that Daytona 500 back in Season 1, and he was still able to come back and get me. So he didn't beat me, but he almost did. It was a photo finish. So we'll have to see what happens here. And it looked like he was still kind of getting held up. We'll have to see how that plays into factor here. But here we come. 2 to go. And as Dark Pumps has taken the lead by a mile here in the Daytona 500. This is heartbreaking for me, but it's not over yet. 2 laps to go. We're coming around to get the white flag. Dark Pumps, this is his first ever start in the NASCAR Heat Mobile Cup Series. If he can bring it into victory lane, that would be huge. But it is not over yet. Not over till it's over here at Daytona. We've seen these races end in crazy fashion. My number 11 is really fast, so if I can just get around the 77, I might have a chance at my teammate. But coming out of turn 4, coming around to get the white flag, Dark Pumps in his first start. White flag, 1 lap to go. Smooth sailing from here. I am still stuck behind the 77. This is a heartbreaking loss, but led the most laps today, and hopefully will come home with a second-place finish. But Dark Pumps, this is his first career start. He got signed by Joe Gibbs Racing over the very long off-season to drive the number 18. This 18 has gone. I don't think the 18's gone to victory lane at Daytona. I don't think. It was NASCAR Fan 05, I was thinking of him. He won it with the Trackhouse guys. But Dark Pumps, his first career start, it's going to end in a win in the biggest race of the season. Out of turn 4, Dark Pumps and the number 18. Dark Pumps is going to win the Daytona 500. Congratulations, Dark Pumps. Heartbreaking for me. Looks like I will bring it home. P2. No, actually P3 is Lucas K steals P2 right there at the end. Remember, positions do matter because of points. So I'm going to go ahead and let the whole field finish because points are very important this season. 3rd place, led the most laps. It's not bad, but still pretty disappointed. Again, just letting everybody finish because points do matter. So I'm going to go back, look who finished where, and calculate all the points. But congratulations to Dark Pumps. At least it was a teammate winning and not another team. So congratulations to Dark Pumps. He did a good job just getting around me there and not letting the lap traffic affect him. So yeah, congratulations to Dark Pumps, and we will see you next week at Atlanta. Bye.